Getting an accurate sketch is the most important step for any portrait drawing, and the best method to do that is the grid method. And in today's video, I'll show you two ways of how to use the grid method. If you are only starting out, if you are a beginner in portraiture, then it's always better to take a printout of the reference that you're using, and also keep in mind that it should be the same size as your drawing paper. I'm using an A4 paper, so the printout is also of the same size. The size of the grid is going to be 1 inch for this particular drawing, and that's why I'm marking 1 inch on this side of the paper, and I'll make another set of measurements and I'll draw vertical lines like this. I'll do the same thing for the other side of the paper as well, and this is going to make our grid. Since the pencil didn't stand out that much on top of the paper, I'm using a white gel pen on top of all those grid lines wherever I want them so that I can see the reference better. This is how the grids look like on the reference image, and now I have to draw the same grids on the drawing paper as well. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to take a white color pencil and I'm going to outline certain regions of the reference just to make them stand out. Now all I have to do is focus on that one single grid and see all the shapes that are inside that one single grid and copy it in my drawing paper. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that the first time you tried this grid method, you're going to be left with a very accurate sketch, because that's not going to be the case, because portraits are the hardest things to try. If you mess up any single thing, or if by chance you can't get your sketch as accurate to your reference as possible, then it's not going to look like that person you're trying to draw. So you need to pay attention to a lot of things in your reference image. For example, how big the eyes are, or how small it is, how big the eyebrows are, or if the head is tilted at some angle, then the eyes won't be in the same straight line. They will be at an inclined angle and the eyes will follow along that inclined angle. So it's kind of like a headache to draw a portrait. One way to check whether your drawing is accurate or not is to use a light source. So what I do is I place the sketch on top of my reference and then I run it on top of the light source like this. This way I can easily spot the difference between my sketch and my reference, and I can correct it later on. Now all that's left to do is to erase all those guidelines and you're done with your sketch. You just have to be careful to not erase the sketch, and this is one way of using the grid method, and now I'm going to show you another way. Just as I did for the previous drawing, I'm going to draw 1 inch by 1 inch grid for this drawing as well, and since the reference is quite dark itself, I'm going to use a white gel pen. With the same white gel pen, I'm going to mark all the crucial points of a face, and those are going to be the eyebrows, eyes where they start and end, nose, lips, chin, cheeks, the ears, and also the hairline, and also I'll add some more points wherever I see fit. For this drawing, I'm using the same A4 sheet that I used to take a printout of this reference, and as you can see, I did the 1 inch by 1 inch grid on this paper itself. Now I'm going to measure all the points that I marked on the reference, and I'm going to copy the same measurement in this paper. All these points are going to be your reference points, and these are going to be very helpful when you draw your sketch. I'm going to start with the eyes first for this particular drawing, and I want this drawing to be as close to my reference as possible. I want it to be as accurate as possible, and that's the main reason why I marked all those reference points. The whole grid, the whole 1 inch by 1 inch grid, is going to help you to get all those proportions right, all those composition of the portrait right, and these reference points are going to get you all those details inside that portrait as accurate as possible. The main advantage of using the grid method is that the whole portrait is going to be divided into some smaller sections, some smaller 1 inch by 1 inch grid instead of a whole A4 size paper. So it's going to be so easy for you to concentrate on a smaller area rather than the whole big picture, and it's going to be easy for you to calculate the distance between the objects inside that grid. Now to transfer this sketch onto a drawing paper, I'm using a 6B graphite pencil, and I'm going to shade all of the backside of this paper. If you have any transfer paper, you can use that too. And now I'm going to place this sheet on top of my drawing paper and tape all the sides so that it doesn't move. Now I'm using a color pencil. You can use any color of your choice, and I'm using red today, and I'm going to outline the sketch. Since I shaded graphite on the back side of this sheet, it's going to act as my transfer paper. So when I put pressure into this pencil, it's going to transfer the sketch onto my drawing paper. And that's how simple it is to use the grid method for your accurate portrait sketches. And if you're curious to see how these sketches are going to turn out, then stay tuned.